I'm renovating this off-grid cabin in the Morvan Nature Park in France. It's a privilege to be here, so I'm sharing the renovation and the time I spend here in nature. So today we're having a technical day of putting in the ventilation for the gas heater for the hot water and also the ventilator fan for the bathroom. So for the gas water heater we've got a metal pipe that then has a layer of insulation inside, and then we've got this aluminium pipe which is the one where the gas is going to go out of the building, and then here this is a PVC pipe that's just going to house the front for the air extractor. And this, we've had to put it where it is so that you've got a big space between the wooden structure of the building and the edge of the tube so that it doesn't obviously get too hot. And then this is going to be backfilled with fire resistant insulation. So that's the finished setup for the gas water heater. So there's absolutely no contact with the wooden structure. Right. Toi tu as fait celui-là, je vais en bas alors faire. On est obligé de l'accrocher. Ah bah oui, je suis con. C'est vrai qu'on touchait pas là, fallait qu'on remette un petit bout. Ah, I didn't really enjoy making holes in the walls, and I didn't really enjoy making a hole in the floor for the shower because I spent a lot of time making everything airtight and insulation perfect, and now we're going back to that and just making massive holes in it. I had a bit of a grump about it. So yeah, I'm back today and it's a new week and I just need to get on and keep going. Inside the cabin is an absolute mess. There is stuff everywhere. There's just stuff. Every single corner, every single wall is missing something. There's cables everywhere. There is not one corner that is organised. Wherever I look, there are bits of materials. We need to keep everything to finish off. And if I'm being honest, I just want to run away from it all and hide in the woods. The ground isn't even cold, it's warm. It's warm and soft. So the summer kitchen floor is a solid concrete slab that was laid and it was here when I bought the property. So I've subsequently added the structure in order to give myself a covered eating area. The floor, I was looking to maybe do like a polished concrete finish, but when I looked at all the steps involved to do that, it's about a week's work. It needs to be really, really clean before you start, and it needs to be immaculately clean during the process, and nothing can fall on it or walk on it. Well, I've got 2 feral cats that run around here most nights, so that's just not going to happen. And it just looked like a real mission. But I got this, and it's a diamond disc, and it's for polishing concrete. You can get big machines that will do the whole thing in one go, but surprisingly that's worked really well just with a little go. I'm not going to do more than that today because you need a proper breathing mask and makes a lot of dust. I think also you can get an attachment that means you can run a vacuum cleaner over it, and obviously that space needs to be entirely cleaned out before you start. Maybe I might need to put some sort of protective varnish on it, but at the end of the day it's concrete. It's been there like that for already many years. It's easy to clean. I can just jet wash it, and yeah, I think it'd look really attractive. Quite a durable option for an outside space. Last bit of finishing. Here we go. Oh, look at that. It's going to need some filling and sanding, but Joe recommended that before I do the plaster joint between the plasterboard and the wood, that I get on and try and get some paint on here, and then mask it up, and then I can just cut the masking tape afterwards, or take the masking tape off. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, he recommended that I just go and paint it now before we start doing the plastering here. So I was happy to oblige because I love painting, and it's so nice to be finally putting some kind of finish on this. So nice. I've not got the right brush, but I don't care, I'm doing it anyway. Well, I don't feel like I've done a huge amount this week, but the evenings are drawing out, and the weather's going to be really good in the next few days, so I'm sure that will give me a bit of a boost. And just getting some paint on those beams was quite satisfying, it has to be said. That moving to a point where some of the finishes are going to start to come to fruition is really good. And I hope you've had a really good week. Thank you very much for watching and being here with me, and I look forward to seeing you really soon.